Self-improvement videos are the reason you are stuck. You consume, you feel productive. But in the end, your life doesn't change. And no one shows this better than Dim. So let's have a look on what Dim does. He spends hours watching self-improvement. He thinks that because he's learning, he's growing. But in reality, he isn't doing anything. He's simply consuming motivation and calls it progress. Dim watches everything all over the place. One day he dives into nutrition, the next day meditation, then communication, but he never chooses one thing to commit to. I know the story so well because that is my story. But everything changed when I watched a course on how to take action. And today I'm going to teach you how to really use self-improvement videos to the fullest of potential. How to learn, implement it, and take action every time you watch a video. So you really can improve in your life. And I want your full attention now. So make this video full screen, take some notes out and write down what I'm telling you to do so you can take action after watching this video immediately. So the first step is how to learn. You never really thought about how to learn. You just probably learned how to learn from school. But we all know the school system is fucked. I even would say the school system makes you dumber than you were without the system. Because it teaches you that learning is boring. Learning is not useful. You can learn so many useless things that you associate learning with boring, uninteresting stuff that you will never use in life. After I got out of school, it took me 4 months to learn again, to learn the right way to learn. That afterwards, I really had fun learning. I really look forward to learn new things right now. When you play a video game, for example Valorant, you watch videos about how to get better in this game. And it's quite fun because you have a goal. You want to get a higher rank. You want to know how to get there easier. You watch a video about how routines, what to pay attention to. What are your flaws and which rank? You note down some things. You looked at a routine, you studied the routine and you implemented it. That is learning. You learned something and you had fun by it. The school system makes you think that learning is boring. And that is the first big mistake. And again, it took me 4 months to learn again how to have fun by learning. So how do you really learn the right way so you have fun by it? By only learning the things you want to learn. For example, I found out that my attention span was very short because of TikTok. So I looked up on the internet how to get a longer attention span. There were tips like watching longer YouTube videos. And the one thing that really stood out was meditation. And I already meditated for 1 year. And I also taught you how to meditate again, what I implemented myself again. That video should be in the right corner now. I hope I do the right thing. If not, the other way. And it worked. It really was fun to learn to go back into meditation again. You knew a new habit that really helps me. I have a better attention span now. I can do more things that I really want without feeling bored. Like, for example, recording this video. And it really makes fun to learn new things. You get a bigger understanding of the world. That's quite fun. You don't feel that dumb anymore, if you know what I mean by that. So now that you know how to learn again, let me tell you the system I use to learn and implement it immediately. My hands hurts. So now teach me the system that I use from going to learning to actually doing it. So the first thing is, while I'm watching videos, I use an app called Notion. I really can recommend you that one. And I open a tab for each video where I put in the thumbnail, not the thumbnail, the title and the link so I can rewatch it in the future. Then I write down the key points that I got through this video. And then there's always a tab on it. How do I implement this information? For example, I learned from a video about how to be a better storyteller that you need to use mental images. And I used it in this video with the Valorant example. So that is how I implemented. I thought about, okay, now this is the next video I do. How do I implement a mental image? And now I thought about it, I implemented it, and now I'm using it. And that's the same way you need to do it. You need to learn it, take out the key points, think about how you implement it, and then instantly take action. If you have no discipline, you should do it instantly. If you have a little bit more discipline and you know when you do it tomorrow, you will actually do it and just put it on your to-do list. If it's something like you can't do right now, for example, a morning routine or something like that. But it sounds stupid, but if you, for example, learn a new way to do a morning routine, why don't you just do it instantly? Why don't you just do the habits and think about, is it something I really can do in the morning? And afterwards you can say like yes, then try it in the next morning. But you already did action, you already thought about it, you really tried to implement it. That is 100 times better just to get the knowledge and just watch another video. Also, what I really think is very important is to stick to one theme until you implemented it. For example, I used meditation. I really just focused for 1 week to implement meditation, get every information I need again that I already forgot about in meditation. And that was like 1 week of a project where I only thought about meditation, how to implement it. I watched nearly every video on YouTube on how to implement it again. And that are the steps that I took to 10x my learnings by just simply write down the key points, thought about how to implement it, and instantly implement it. Or if you're very disciplined, put it on the to-do list of the next day. So the action step I want you to do now is download Notion if you don't have already. Put a whole section only for learning. Put the link to this video there. Do the title there. Tag now the key points and how you want to implement it in the future. By just doing that, you already learned, implemented, and did the action of this video. And now only watch, for example, the next video here about meditation, and watch this, take down the key points, implement it, and instantly take action. And don't forget, try and fail, but never fail to try. See you in the next one. Bye.